Hey, it's Paul from Bajimo Fitness. Today we are going to talk about avoiding injuries this spring. Now, with the weather changing, a lot of us looked forward to, doing the activities that we love, running, the jumping, the sports. But if you jump right into it, you might have yourself some issues before summer even hits. Avoiding all injuries is not possible. Even professional athletes tear stuff, tear ACLs, hurt their groins. That can just be part of the sport or activity you're doing. But we can greatly reduce this of happening if we prepare our bodies before. So here are just a few tips to get yourself together before you go out there and kill it on the field or court. Number one, pace yourself. When you're first starting, you do not need to go full speed. You might be better off going to whatever activity is, doing it on your own. If you're going to go play basketball, just go shoot around first, where you're not pressured to go faster or do more if you're competitive. For softball, you could go to a batting cage, just something to get used to twisting where you're not trying to react to everything. You can take your time, be proactive, move intentionally so your body actually has time to adjust. Now, this is one that is probably the most important for avoiding injury, but also most ignored. So, second, base strength. This is, regular strength training, squats, rows, presses, just things to get your muscles and tendons right in a general phase before you go and do extra work. This would be great to do in the winter. If you've already passed that point, I would still get started. I just wouldn't do as much because you're not trying to just tear your muscles up. But just do a little general phase, get your body ready together, and it will help with muscle pulls and tears and things like that. Speaking of that, if you need a program, 3 exercise program you can do on your own at home or in the gym, download my Healthy Fit Guide. It has 3 exercises. You can do it. You can get that general phase going, and you can really set yourself up for the next phase. So the next phase, specific training. This is where you're doing movements that are similar to what you would do in the activity. A big one would be if you're doing pickleball or tennis and you just need to move side to side. You got to get used to that lateral movement. So you could do side lunges. That would be a more slow movement, but you can also do something like shuffles. That would get you used to just cutting back and forth so your body is used to it. Once your body is used to it, it can more stand what you're going to tell it to do reactively when you're on doing the activity or the sport. This is how you see a lot of torn ACLs. Their body is just not equipped to do what you're asking it to do at that moment. And it would be nice if we moved slowly or more carefully when we start. That's probably not going to happen. So you want to do a little bit of training before where you can just move controlled before you get out there and just react. For a sport like running, it would be strengthening your ankle. So it's a different type of strengthening. It's probably like an isometric hold of a calf raise. Some jump rope might work too. Something just to build those muscles in your knees and your ankles. So when you get out there and run, especially on cement, your body has a little bit more protection. It's a little used to what you're doing. It's a gradual push into what you're going into. That's what we're looking for. And for this, you want to move from lower intensity to higher intensity. So that could be speed. That could be the amount of weight you do. You just want to slowly go and mimic what you're going to do when you're on the field. The fourth one, hydration. This is one that people tend to forget about because they're moving from wintertime where you may not be doing much and it's a little bit colder to the summer where you probably need a little bit more water and you're actually moving. Plus, a lot of people are already just dehydrated in the first place. So when you're doing sports and activities that take something and demand your body to move, you're going to have more issues. Lack of water can cause cramps, muscle pulls, tears. So you just want to be careful. And the last one, inflammation. You want to stay away from foods that cause your body to be inflamed. A lot of that is desserts, sugary foods, of course, chips, pop, all those kind of foods that inflame you. And you'll notice it if you just pay attention to what you eat. You'll notice like I'm a little more stiff today, or I don't feel as good. You get brain fog, and your energy goes up and down. Those might just be a couple of signs that you're not eating the best. You want to try to clean up your diet as much as you can. Eat whole foods is the best. But I know every once in a while you got to have something. We got to live, so you do what you can. So what I would say is, on those days where you actually have to do sports or the day before, try to clean up the diet. Try to keep yourself good and well-oiled machine. It won't just help the aches and pain, but it'll also help you be better on the court or on the field. You'll perform better because you're able to be more fluid. You're not stiff. And that's just a few ways you can help your body adapt and try to avoid some injuries this season. Nobody wants to be out mid-spring and you got the whole summer and you're already hurt. We don't want that. We want to stay. We like to do the activities. Let's prepare our bodies so we can do the activities. All right. If this video was helpful, give it a like, share it, all those things. Until next time, peace.